There is a shift in the air, subtle but impossible to ignore. People are brushing off strange encounters, lost messages, weird dreams, flashes of deja vu. But if you are paying attention, you know this isn't a coincidence. It's definitely a message. We're entering into the shadowy period of the Mercury Retrograde, but this one, well, it's not going to be like the others. Hello, I'm Lady Zelda Kelly with True Oracle, your fate and fortune. And at this point, I want to bring this to you because I think it is so important that you need to know this. So we often focus on the retrograde itself, but the shadow period is where the story begins. It starts July 18th and stretches into the weeks that follow. But here's the universe whispering truth through glitches and little repeats and redirections and sometimes even bringing your ex back. And you got to be careful of those things. But the shadow period is when Mercury starts to slow down overall, which it has started now. Because Mercury is July 18th in retrograde, and it takes a moment for this complete shadow period to start happening. So themes begin emerging. You're going to see missed calls, reappearances. Yeah, the ex is coming back. Deja vu. Sometimes walking around like you're feeling you've got a lampshade on your head. Sometimes these sort of things are happening. But this one is in Leo and Virgo. So it affects the truth, identity, clarity, communication, discernment, and can even affect your love life. So why is this one different? Why is it that we usually are warned to back up our technology, back up text, don't sign anything now? Very important. Read the fine print, expect chaos, etc., etc. But this time it feels different. The shadow isn't here to confuse. It is definitely here to clarify and to reveal and to expose. What is it exposing? It is exposing the truth. So what's been hidden in your life, in the world, worldwide, stretching from Australia, New Zealand, to India, to Malaysia, to the UK, all over Europe, USA, Canada, all 7 continents, and then some. The light is coming. It's not just where you are right now. It is surrounding you. Truth surfacing is in collective. Public cases, public opinion, many different things happening, personal awakenings, sudden clarity. All of the sudden things have been so confusing, and boom, it is now clear. Spirit helping, and things are coming together, falling into place, as they say, even through delays. It seems like the plan is coming together. So if something reappears, a pattern repeats, or a strange feeling won't leave you alone, start paying attention. Spirit isn't subtle when it's time for the truth. So what are you seeing now? It's not random. It's not a glitch. It's a divine breadcrumb. I want you to trust your intuition. I don't want you to fear. So let's read the cards and see what's coming up for you in this time. Very good. We're going to turn the deck over. I'm using this gorgeous foil tarot today. I might even bring in another deck just to confirm a few things. But just look at the array of the cards. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to pull these down. So, oops. I'm going to pull these down so we can read these others. And as I was talking about finances, relationships, exes coming back, the total theme of this card reading is that you are winning. And you are winning in peace, in clarity, understanding the footwork, where you need to go, what you need to do, and definitely a healing in your financial house. Being able to recognize in your finances without hesitation what you need to do, what you need to work on. Relationships, instead of falling apart, should be healed. Renegotiation, coming together, realizing that forgiveness can be extremely healing instead of masking. This is indicative of you winning. Others laying down their communications, but you overcoming. A lot of air signs here. And it's because of the communication. So we have two seasons here representing on the board. This is collective. It's for everyone. I'm not going to say it's part of astrology, but hello, it certainly is. We have Cancerian energy and we have Aquarian energy. Now, you don't have to be those for this to resonate because, again, this is a worldwide situation, circumstance, and we may as well even say phenomenon. I'm loving this because this is the Yes card. It is a card in which it tells us that your dreams will come true, your wish fulfilled, and your goals will be attained. However, you have to really start paying attention during this period. Now, again, this isn't going to be this period of chaos. This is a Leo Virgo, fiery and grounding mixed with air and a little bit of water. All of these elements are represented, but especially grounding. Starts off fiery and then ends up grounded, meaning that you have both feet on the ground. You know exactly how you're going to come out of this. August 11th, we enter the shadow period in which it is just starting to move a little faster back into the rotation of Mercury. And even though Mercury is the planet of communication, it is definitely affecting all areas of our life. There's a brand new beginning here. I'm really loving this, but it's an emotional beginning. Now, how can that be when it's so grounding? I'll tell you why. Anytime, and I want you to reflect right now, that anytime you have a situation in which you've been able to overcome, you are a winner. And at this point, the fact that there's a brand new emotional beginning, you know how that makes you feel? When you have definitely overcome something, you have won. You're the champion. It gives you a heightened emotion, giving you the confidence and independence to be able to move forward. There's going to be travel for some, and for some that love home. And home definitely will be your grounding port, will be your grounding safe space during this period. Why do I say safe space? Well, because when you're dealing with the hectic part of, I'm going to say the everyday life, can be career, can be anything, dealing with when you get home and you close that door, the air changes, the vibration changes, the frequency. Good news is going to be coming to you during this period. It's going to be very good emotional, very good news. But the one thing I really like about this is you see here in this mosaic, PAX, right there above my fingernail. That is Latin for peace. It is the peace that's going to be able to come. And usually we're seeming to be a little more uptight, chaotic, anxiety-ridden, looking to possibly stick up for ourselves and taking it to the next level. During this time period, I do not see that happening. This Aquarian energy tells us that it's time to be balanced. And it's time that you know that your meditation, your prayers, your petitions, how you like that? Your petitions are definitely being heard. The fact that you're trying to multitask during this time, there's going to be a way that you can just say, wow, I didn't know this could be accomplished like this any longer. This is what you strive for: abundance. Living the life you deserve, abundance in all areas. Look for that to come as well. Now, I do want to clarify, I do love this card. Let's see what's beneath it. You're going to be figuring out a lot of things in dream state as well, because Mercury retrograde is and does affect your dreams. Why? Well, because it is part of your thought process. So I want to get an additional message from Spirit. Additional message from Spirit, please. Additional message. This lovely energy of the King of Cups can be male or female energy, but it's this home. And like I was saying just moments ago, home is the safe place. It's this knowing that this domestic idea of you being at home, but being also this beautiful, loving person that takes others into consideration when communicating. Not upsetting, not snarky, but taking in what others are possibly going through before you communicate. Let's get another message, and there's one right there. When I mentioned that this is worldwide, definitely so. This is definitely a world event. Mercury retrograde affects everyone, not just in one area or the other. I'm just really loving this. So, in conclusion, I just want to say this has got to be the best Mercury retrograde message, shadow message, that I have given in a very long time. And you know what this is going to do? This will affect you to the point where you know that you can turn your back on the past, on upsetting situations, move from this choppy water and into much calmer seas. And you're going to be thinking of every moment that you've spent that has brought you to this place where you are right now. And especially working on your communication. So before Mercury fully stations into the retrograde period, the truth is it's already on the move. And you can see that with this card. You just have to be willing to see it. That's what you got to do. You've got to be able to see this, my darlings. And tomorrow I'm going to show you exactly what they'll try to hide from you. Who are they? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to show you. But I think this is very good for you. Happy Mercury retrograde in Leo, Virgo. And I'm very, very happy that now you have a better understanding of this retrograde. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you very soon. Please do us a favor, like, subscribe. If you would like to have a reading with me, Please check out the links in the description or at the end of this video. And stay tuned because, well, there's another video we have that I'm sure you're going to enjoy as well. You take care, be well, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.